The first item that we're going to show is the setting of the center section. We've got the lift bar that's installed. Tom's going to demonstrate on how the lift bar works first, how it goes into the container and connects. It's essentially a bar that's got two pins on the ends, and one pin goes in here. You slide the second pin in that side there inside the container, and then there's a locking pin that locks this lifting bar in place. You'll then, this picks up the container. You set the base section of the table to your desired location. Plastic shims that we have here are shims that will include some of these with the table if the table does have a small amount of rock to it. We have the plates for anchoring the table, the bolts. The level is not going to be included. These are the plates, the gussets for the. You'll see how all this stuff is installed. These threaded inserts in the top. We will be mounting these steel plates to the top of the base, starting the threads, and then we'll use it either manually or we will install these with a cordless drill. We're just putting them in there snug. You don't want to lay on the wrench too much. You're just putting these in. We actually set the clutch on the drill to about 4. As you can see, we're anchoring these on one side only. These will be anchored. These plates will have a bolt that runs from these plates up into the tabletop for mounting the tabletop down. The next item to go onto the table is a table guide. This guide is installed on the table for installing the table, the first section of the table, ping pong tabletop. Second bar that's going to be included with the table when we ship it to you is a lift bar for picking up the tabletop. 2 guys to carefully set the bar on top of the table, push it together. Push yours in. He pushes his in. You put that bar on center, 27 inches from the edge of the table to center. There again, he's putting the locking pin in on there to keep the bar from separating. At this point, you take your lifting device, whether it's a fork truck, an end loader, is the first one to be installed. It's a tabletop that's got the threaded inserts on the side of the table itself for anchoring the stainless steel net. So at this point, they're going to pick up the table. Want to make sure that the table is picked up level. They're setting the table over there, carefully lowering it down. They're setting. Take it down a little bit more. And at this point, you're setting it up against this guide, this edge against the table. They're going to start threading inserts in the bottom of the table. These plates will match up with the holes in the bottom of the table. He's going to use just a punch just to help align them slightly. And as you can see, what he's doing on this, he's not threading it and tightening it up. He's
just getting them started.
He's just getting them started at this point. The first tabletop installed. We haven't tightened anything up. Now we're going to remove the tabletop set bracket that is just used as a guide. At this point, we take it off. Take it off the table or remove it. That plate will be shipped back with the other lift bars when you ship back the lift bars back to Doty and Sons. At this point, they're mounting the remaining 2 brackets onto the table. Okay, next step is to install the stainless steel net. 2 guys carefully lift it in place, position the net. We're just threading them into the inserts. At this point, he takes the drill and carefully runs it in there. He does not too tight. At this point, you want to just make sure that the net is aligned with the end slightly. Just make sure that the end and at the end of the is flush with the end of the table. There's a small adjustment in the net that you can do this so that this end of the net is flush right here with the concrete. Carefully lower it down, get it close to position. Like I said before, one lift bar will be included for picking up the tabletops. These bars will be returned to Doty and Sons after installation. Don't force those threads in there. I mean, sometimes they can get cross-threaded if you don't watch it. You just got to adjust it with your punch and make sure you adjust the plate over a little bit just so that it threads in there nice and easy. The gussets at this point is going to add extra security to the tabletop itself. So Tom's going to show how to do that. The gussets install with a little bolt at the ends here. Just thread those in carefully. We have some rivet type nuts that have threads that slips right through the net. We will include the wrench that goes along with these for these security screws. So you can see that. You can see that screw has got the end right there. So just tighten up all the screws underneath. There you have it. Your ping pong table is all set and ready to use.